Hey everybody, welcome to Carmen Katharine's Reefs. So yesterday we did my Enchanted water lily. Day before we did my Nana's Christmas snowman wreath. And today we are going to do my love flower. So the center of the love flowers, you can go and watch Carmen's Enchanted Centers, and I show you how to make this center. It's made of pine cones, it's made of my pollen beads, string, glue, paint, all that for this pretty little center here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I did want to show everybody how to cut their mesh. First, I want to tell you what brand I'm using. I am using the Plaid Wood Burner. The Plaid Wood Burner comes with a bunch of little teeny tiny tops. So, and on the back of this, it says stencil center. That is the closest to what we are using. What I always use is the same tip. Looks like the stencil with a teeny little hook. It is the only one that looks like that in the pack. So, I know everybody keeps asking which one. This is the one I use. So, today I'm going to show you how to cut 4 pieces of mesh at the same time. Please make sure that you have your rocks seated on top of your mesh or it will not work. It has to be firmly down. You're going to hold this with one hand. You're going to tilt your tip up, your wood burner tip, as you cut. Now you're going to go a little bit, then you're going to hold both sides. Be very careful you don't burn yourself. I have burnt myself. All the way down. And don't do it in a hurry, because then you're going to mess up. Here we go. That's 4 pieces of mesh at one time with the wood burner. I always cut at 10. I put the mesh all the way to the beginning, so it's 10 1/4. It does smoke. Please, please, please wear a mask. I am not wearing my mask right now because I would look very silly, but this is what I wear when I'm cutting. There is a chemical that goes off from the smoke. I can clearly smell it. So if you can smell a chemical, you know it's not good for your lungs. So please wear your mask. You can get a mask that you did your nails with, a little paper mask. That works too. So we're going to do this one more time. This is 4 pieces of mesh at once. So this cuts down your time dramatically when we're making flowers. So, and other sorts of reefs as well. So again, place your rocks on there. Make sure that it's heavy-duty rocks. They have to have some weight or it's not going to work. So again, you are going to hold it. You're going to tilt up. We're at the 10. You're going to cut just a little bit, and then you're going to hold it with 2 hands. Be careful you do not cut yourself. And again, that is 4 pieces. I know you see the smoke now because I smell it and see it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yes, it does kind of melt it together, which is good because we're going to be using a whole bunch of mesh at once today. So that is how you cut mesh with your wood burner. I am going to shut this off and put it up and get ready to show you our folds. So when you're making your center, you are going to need, I use Sorrento Crafts pollen beads. This is the center we're using today. It's a multicolored. I made it with several colors. Be creative with it. You've got to make it your own. I always do something different every time. Never the same thing. So you are going to need, see, I made 8. So 16 pieces. 2, 3, 4, 6. Nope, it's more than that. Because I use 4 at once on this. I'll show you that in a minute. But you're going to have to cut up 1 roll of your apple green. You are going to need 2-toned pink, yellow, and your two-toned gold yellow. That is what I'm using for the petals today. And I'm actually using three at once. So, and then you're going to have 2 of your pink gold. So I would actually get 2 of your pink gold. 2 rolls. So 2 rolls of pink gold, 1 of yellow, 1 of gold yellow, and I would definitely do a whole roll of your apple green. So, let's see what else. These are going to be your folds. This is the leaves that we make. This is a very repetitious and a lot of fabric to make this one, by the way. So this is what we're using for our leaves. It fills up, it's nice and pretty, and it's full because you are only using a 3 bar 10-inch reform. So the one closest to your center, that's all this right here. Then you have 2 layers of leaves, petals for your flowers, and 1 layer of your leaves. So that's this. So what I am going to do is I'm going to show you. This is a basic, very, very basic to make that. So you are going to I had pre-made them. Sorry, it's a little icky. So you're going to go corner, corner, squeeze, up, form it. Then you're going to take 2 more, corner, corner, in, and you're going to fold it again sideways. We're going to put these inside each other like this. Because it's so fat, I recommend trimming it after you do it because it's going to be too short if you trim it in half. You're going to squeeze up and you're going to twist. I would leave this on because it connects to the other ones. And it cleans up nicely. There's not a big mess. We cover everything up. That's your leaves. It's beautiful. So there's one. I'll do it again. Corner, corner, in, up, form those pretty leaves, corner, corner, in, up, inside the other one, pull down, twist, and yes, I still trim. Even though we used a wood burner, we still trim. Remember, friction makes little frays, so trim it as you go just to get the little ones, and you won't have a problem at the end. It'll be nice and clean. These are our leaves. You need 16 of these, so 8 of these, sorry. 8 of these, 4 on each one, so you're going to need 8. I believe that's a whole thing. So then we have 2 flower petals we're doing. This is 3 in 1. And look how pretty that is. It's a tangerine color by mixing all 3 colors. It's a beautiful color. So we are going to 1, 2, sorry about that. 2, 3. This is your single petal. There are 3 on here. That is your pink gold, your yellow gold, and your yellow. And it makes tangerine when you mix it. Corner to corner, in, twist up, form your leaf. This is a triple single leaf. You can cut it in half. However, I cut it in half before I place it around the flower. That way you make sure you have a little room to go with it. Pull, twist, put it inside, form that pretty, pretty petal because that's what you're going to see around here. Form it, And if you see any strays, trim. Just like pantyhose. There's one. Do another one. 1, 2, 3. So when you cut 3 at a time, it kind of mends it together. That's why I'm having a hard time pulling it apart. So I always cut things together that I'm going to use and not have to separate. Makes it a lot easier and it melts it. So corner, corner, in. I don't like the way this one's looking. Twist up. Make sure you form her. It may look icky when you first do it, but you can form it and make it look better. Inside, pull, and then remember, you're going to tuck them inside each other because they're going to be one petal. So this is 6. You have 3 leaves, 3 petals, and you're folding them in half and putting them together. So that equals 6. We are called layering, like I did with my Christmas flower and my lemonade flower. But this is a little bit different because it's single petals, not your double ones we're using. See how pretty that is? The tangerine color is absolutely gorgeous. So then for our leaves that are going 2 layers of petals underneath, this is simple, very, 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 very simple. We're going to pull it and we're going to just twist up. It's 2 pieces together. Now remember, you have 8 and 8, so you're going to need 16 of these. And it's your two-tone pink. So I said you're going to need probably 2 rolls of that. And in, pull, twist up. So you need 16 of these, 8 of your leaves. As far as these go, honestly, even though it's a triple, I believe I used 14 going around. As I fill it up, I'll tell you how much to make. So keep watching, and I'll tell you how much we need. So in trimmer. So for our first roll, we're going to do, and you're going to cut these as we go. As we put them in, you're going to trim them. Because if you cut them in half, they're not long enough. You are going to go completely around the center as close as possible. And you are going to lap them. There's no one in between. It's lapping is what we're doing. So you're going to want to put it as close as possible. And this is why we start from the center going all the way around. See how many I used to fill up this one. That way you get an idea. But you have to, this is a repetitious wreath. This is not something you can just throw together. This is something that takes a lot of work. More like a lot of time. So what it looks like is, it looks like you're going to have, let's see, when I put this in, I'll tell you how much, and I need to trim it anyways. You don't want to trim it too short, but you do want to trim it. Okay, let's see. So to me, I would put 6 in each one, so that's 24 because there's 4 right here. So 24 of those. All right, so just fill her up. Okay, so we put 6 in each one. which would be 24 leaves, 24 petals, but each petal has 3 on it, which makes it 72 petals. However, you want to have at least 3 or 4 to put into your gaps because you're going to fill it up. You see how it's starting to form it? You still want to put something under here at the end after we're done with everything else, and that'll complete your little bundle going all the way around, your roundness. So our leaves are 8 leaves, but there's 4 in each one. So 32 leaves you're going to cut to make, and 8 of them. Then there's 2 in each one of your petals, and we're making 4. We're going to do the petals 2 layers. So you're going to do 8 and 8, 16 petals, and we may need more. That depends on how it fills up. So you're going to go ahead and apply your petals. Now the petals go underneath, and this again, you're going to see, this is why I say this is not such an easy flower. It's going to go in underneath, and you're going to go all the way around, and then you're going to go on the next level and go all the way around. Now I cut all the ones in the center, and you want to do that or you're going to have a big mess. Leave these a little bit long so you can connect the next one, because you may need more. So this is a lot of fabric we're using on this flower, and it's a lot of time to make this flower. This is not a simple, easy flower. So just wanted to let everybody know before you start, this does take, it's a process. Like anything else, it's a process. But see how that is right here? That's where your leaves are. So I made, this one is a bit rounder, this one is smaller. You can do the single petals. This was done with single instead of triple. If you do the single petals, it takes twice as long, and that's 72 single petals all the way around, plus you need fills to go underneath. So it's easier to do it like this. That took me almost 6 hours to do, and that's after cutting the mesh. So I try to make it, this one, a little bit easier for everyone. That way everybody can try and make it. So I try to make this one as easy as possible. So you're going to go ahead and fill it up. And do both rolls, and then we'll see if we need more, okay? Okay, so we applied our petals. There's 8 on each row. So that's 16. You don't need any extra. It's really, really pretty. So now we have, these are 8 leaves, and there's 4 pieces. So you're doubling it. We're only going to use 8 of them. So you're going to actually connect them all together nice and tight. And you can trim as you go. Everyone was so happy when I said I was making this today. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end. These are beautiful flowers. I don't even know. I call it a love flower because I made it up. I think I made this one. It was Valentine's weekend when I made it, and that's why I called it the love flower. So the first one I ever made. There's always a story behind something. So, okay. So make sure it's nice and tight, too. Okay, so we went ahead and we added our leaves. And then we trimmed off. Okay, so that was 8 leaves. However, remember, it is 8 petals. There's 2 pieces, 2 and 2, 4 pieces in each one. So now, the important thing is you need to maneuver your mesh and form the round part of the love flower. You're going to poof it out. You're going to even the roundness of it. And the most important part is you need to trim it, and then you're going to seal it with your adhesive spray. You have your adhesive spray. You're going to spray it twice. You're going to wait 20 minutes in between each spray for it to dry. Then you're going to spray it twice with your UV resistant. Make sure you wait at least 30 minutes in between each one of these. Wear your mask. You can hurt your lungs and get cancer from the smell, just like with the wood burner. Always wear a mask. Protect your body. So you're going to form this. Now remember, the more friction you have, the more you're going to get frays. So you're going to trim it up, you're going to form it, and then you leave it. Don't store it on the floor, don't store it in the closet, don't store it where anything could rub against your fabric. Store it in a box. You can make wreath boxes out of regular boxes. And this isn't as big as it looks. I believe it's 22 inches. Oh, here we go. Put her up. Okay, so you can see this is it in the pink and the purple. This is it, and I call it my tangerine color. And this is with your triple leaves that you put on it to make that. Both of them are the love flower. It's the same exact way to make it, except you're using 3 in each one. And you're using 1 at a time on this. That is 72 petals for the center, guys. 72. So 72, I have 6 in each little section here, and it's 3 in each one. There are 32 pieces of the pink that we apply on it, 8 on each ring in the back. And they are double. And then you have 4 on each one of the leaves. That is 32 leaves as well. So what I do shop at Craft Outlet. I know I don't talk about them much. I get all my mesh from Paper Mart, but I got these butterflies. Originally I saw some at Paper Mart, and they were out by the time I went to go order. I love them. They're big, they're mesh. I believe I paid almost $28, but there's 12 of them, 4 of each color. They're giant, they're cute, I love it. So I like to decorate this. So I put the purple one on that one. And then this is so cute. It's got some green on it. I love the lime green. So we're going to put him on her. And don't, remember the most important thing when these flowers, when you're forming them, is that you have to put the first row around that center. Not on the bar, around the center. And it's repetitious. So it is a lot more fabric. So let's see, you have 72 pieces. That's 3 of each color. And then you have the 32. So you're going to need 2 rolls of that two-tone pink, because you use that pink in here too. And then you're going to need 1 roll of yellow, and then I use 1 roll of the yellow gold. And you are going to need 2 rolls, because it's 32 green, even though it takes 30 out of 1 roll to cut in your 10 by 10s. So it's a lot more fabric, but it's a beautiful flower. Like I said, I call it my love flower because I made her on Valentine's Day weekend. So please remember to spray them, like I said. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you later on. I'm actually going to make a tutorial, our next one, of a very basic, easy wreath for all beginners. And it's kind of like a poofy wreath, but you use 4 bars on that, and you use every little bar corner. So it's real neat. We use all 4. It's easy. So I look forward to seeing you guys later. And also, I have a lotus and I have a tulip coming up. So have a blessed night, and I'll see y'all later.